Mr. Rochester, this was not Adele, it was not Mrs. Fairfax. And it was not even that strange woman Grace Poole, I am sure of it.
Well, it must have been one of them.
No, sir, I solemnly assure you to the contrary. I've never laid eyes on the shape before me at Thornfield.
Lay up! You have heard about this, I presume? You or any of the other ladies didn't see or hear anything?
I heard nothing, Mr. Rochester, sir. My room is on the other side of the house. Besides, once I drop off to sleep, you could drive a coach and horses through my chamber, and I wouldn't as much as stir, sir.
Thank you. Let me go. Describe it, Jane.
It seemed a woman. Tall, thick, dark hair. I know not what she was wearing, a long white dress or a sheet, I could not tell.
Did you see her face?
Not at first. When she took the veil from its place and threw it over her own head, I saw her reflection in the mirror.
And?
Her features were fearful and ghastly to me. It was a discoloured face, savage. I wish I could forget the red eyes.
Ghosts are usually pale.
Sir, tell me who that woman was.
The creature of an overstimulated imagination. I must be careful of you, my treasure. Nerves like yours were not made for rough handling.
My nerves were not in fault. The thing was real.
And your other dreams that evening, were they real too? You told me you dreamed of Thornfield as a ruin, and that I was torn from you by insuperable obstacles, and left without a word. Jane, it must have been unreal.
But sir, the veil torn in two halves.
I'll explain to you it was half a dream, half reality. A woman did, I doubt not, enter your room. And that woman must have been, Grace Poole. In a state between sleeping and waking, you exaggerated the situation in the result of a nightmare. Do you accept my solution? There is room in Adele's little bed for you, is there not? You must share it with her tonight. I would rather you not sleep alone.
I shall be glad to do so.
Adele, where are you going? I don't have time to be chasing you.
But it is so exciting about Monsieur Rochester. I'm so happy about it. So glad he is marrying Miss Eyre. Where is Miss Eyre? I'm dying to see her in a wedding dress.
Oh, you'll see when she's ready, Adele. There's still so much to get ready. I still need to ready their luggage and get it down to the carriage. Come, Adele, you'll see Miss Eyre soon enough. Come on.
I require and charge you both, as ye shall answer on the dreadful day of judgment, when the secrets of all hearts shall be revealed, that if either of you know any impediment, why ye may not be lawfully joined together in matrimony, ye do confess it now. Edward Fairfax Rochester.
The marriage cannot go on. Declare the existence of an impediment.
Proceed.
I cannot proceed without some investigation to what has been asserted and evidence of its truth or falsehood.
The ceremony is quite broken off. An insuperable impediment to this marriage exists.
Proceed!
Mr. Rochester has a wife now living.
Who are you? What is your proof?
My name is Briggs, solicitor from London. I affirm and can prove that Edward Fairfax Rochester was 15 years ago married to my niece, Bertha Antoinetta Mason, at St. James's Church, Spanish Town, Jamaica. The record of the marriage will be found in the register of that church. A copy of it is now in my possession, signed Richard Mason.
That does not prove that my wife is still living.
She was living 2 months ago.
How do you know?
I have a witness to the fact.
Produce him then, or go to hell.
God!
Sir, this is a sacred place.
What have you to say? The devil is in you if you cannot answer distinctly. I again demand, what have you to say?
She is at Thornfield Hall. I saw her there myself last April. I am her uncle.
Impossible. I'm an old resident of this neighbourhood, sir. I've never heard of a Mrs. Rochester at Thornfield Hall.
No. By God, I took good care no one would hear of it. Wood, close your book. There will be no wedding today. Bigamy is an ugly word. However, I'm meant to be a bigamist. But fate, it seems, has outmanoeuvred me. Or Providence checked me. What the lawyer and his client say is true. I have been married. And the woman I married lives. You say you've never heard of a Mrs. Rochester at Thornfield Wood. I dare say you've many times inclined your ear to gossip about the mysterious lunatic kept there under watch and ward. She is my wife. Bertha is mad. She came of a mad family. This girl knew nothing. She thought all was fair and legal. She never dreamt she was going to be trapped into a feigned union with a defrauded wretch. Come, Jane. Come, all of you, and meet Mrs. Poole's charming patient. Come and meet my wife. Good morning, Mrs. Poole. How are you? And how is your charge today?
We're tolerable, sir. I thank you. Sir, if she sees you, you better not stay.
Only a few moments. She has no knife now, I presume, and I am on my guard.
One never knows what she has. She's so cunning.
I think we should be leaving.
What? Are you afraid, Mason? After your visit 3 months ago? This is my wife. And this is the wife I wish to have. This young girl who stands so grave and quiet at the mouth of hell. Wood, Briggs, look at the difference. Judge me. Priest of the gospel, man of the law. Remember, with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. Off with you now. I must shut up my prize.
You are cleared of all blame. Your uncle will be pleased to hear it if he should still be living when Mason returns to Madeira.
My uncle? What of him? Do you know him?
Mason does. When your uncle received your recent letter intimating the contemplated union, Mason happened to be with him. Mr. Eyre mentioned the matter as he knew Mason was acquainted with Mr. Rochester. Mason, astonished and distressed, revealed the true state of matters. Your uncle, I'm sorry to say, is on a sick bed and unlikely ever to rise. Mason implored him to lose no time in preventing the false marriage. Have we anything else to stay for?
No, I think that's all. Let us be gone.
What am I to do? That I'm not Edward Rochester's bride is the least of my woe. That I've wakened out of my most glorious dreams and found them all void and vain as a horror I could bear and master. But that I must leave him. Decidedly. Instantly. entirely. It is intolerable. I cannot do it. Let me be torn away then. Let another help me. No. None shall help you. You shall yourself pluck out your right eye, cut off your right hand. Your heart shall be the victim, and you the priest to transfix it. Friends, always forget those whom fortune forsakes.
So, you come out at last. I've been waiting long and listening, yet not one movement have I heard, not one sob. So, you shun me. Shut yourself up and grieve alone. You are passionate. I expected a scene of some kind. I was prepared for a hot rain of tears, although I wanted them shed on my breast. But you it seems have not wept at all. I suppose then your heart has been weeping blood. Well, Jane, not one word of reproach. Jane, I never meant to wound you. Will you ever forgive me? You know I am a scoundrel, Jane.
Yes, sir.
Well then tell me, don't spare me.
I cannot. I am tired and sick. I need some water.
How are you now?
I am much better, sir. I shall be well again soon.
I know you. You are thinking. Talking is no use. You are thinking how to act.
All has changed, sir. I must change too.
Yes. There is no doubt we both must change. I was wrong ever to keep you here. This narrow stone vault with its one real fiend. I'll shut it up. I'll pay Mrs. Poole 200 a year to care for its inmate. Then no one will be harmed when she's prompted to stab people, burn them, bite the flesh from their bones.
Sir, you speak of her with hate. It is cruel. She cannot help being mad.
It is not because she's mad that I hate her. If you were mad, do you think I'd hate you?
I do indeed, sir.
Then you know nothing about me. Nothing. Nothing of the sort of love I'm capable. Your mind is my treasure, and if it were broken, it would be my treasure still. You are my sympathy, Jane. My angel, my better self. I will wrap my whole existence around you. Come with me. Let us leave here tomorrow. Come with me as my wife.
No.
I will pledge you my fidelity.
You can't.
You will live a happy, most innocent life.
Oh, I must leave you, sir.
Don't you love me?
I do love you. But I mustn't show it or say it ever again. I must begin a new existence. Strange scenes among strange faces. I must part from you.
Oh, Jane, must be a part of me. That's what you mean. You are my wife, Jane, in truth.
You have a wife already.
Bertha Antoinetta Mason. She was wanted by my father for a fortune. I hardly spoke with her before the wedding. I lived with her for 4 years. Her temper ripened, her vices sprang up, violent, unchaste. Only cruelty would check her, and I would not use cruelty. I was chained to her for life, Jane. Not even the law could free me. Have you ever set foot in a madhouse? The inmates are caged, baited like beasts. I spared her that at least.
I earnestly pity you, sir.
It is not pity that I see in your face, Jane. It is not pity.
Do not say it.
It is love.
Stop!
I was wrong ever to deceive you. It was cowardly. I should have appealed to your spirit as I do now. I should have opened my life, described my hunger for a better existence, shown you my chains. Jane, I give you my life. I give you my pledge. Please, be my wife.
I cannot.
You would be my equal.
How?
I would make it so. Jane, do you really mean to leave me?
I do.
Jane. Do you mean it now?
I do.
Jane, what friends would you offend by living with me? Who would be injured? Who would care?
I would.
It would not be wicked to love me.
But it would be to obey you. I respect myself. The more alone, the more friendless, unsustained I am, the more I must respect myself.
Jane, will you listen to me?
I must listen to myself!
Then you will not yield.
Let me go!
Because if you won't, I'll try violence. I could bend you with my finger and thumb a mere reed you feel in my hands. But your eye, resolute, wild, free. Whatever I do with this cage, I cannot get at you. Savage, beautiful creature. Why don't you come of your own free will here to my heart? Come, Jane.
God help me.